God damn the...
It was a joke.
What? I didn't finish my sentence.
Y'all know Bush 1G?
Huh?
What?
Said, hey, what's up, G?
Hey,
What
what's
up?
up?
What up?
That was probably before we were
Yeah.
here, but I don't know who Bush 1G is. All right.
Let's do it.
Okay. Can you hear out of yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Brent? You
Yeah.
hear?
Hello.
Testing 1 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure because I didn't know if I turned on the Focusrite stuff. Okie dokie then. Well, we're going to start the episode in 3, 2, 1. Yo, and hello and welcome to Game Speak Podcast. New episodes go for free. See you all the free feed. Subscribe. I'm about to burp. Every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD. Where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast, Facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast, and on YouTube if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. Be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games, battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, find friends to play games with, and so much more. This show is 3 BFFs bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamel Al-Jafra, alongside Brent Bass and Devin Mayer.
A lot of growling.
Devin Mayer.
You sound like
Sunday.
you sound like the Halo guy when you get a bunch of kills. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Kill tech. Okay.
Kill-tacular.
Yeah.
Devin Mayer.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, what is up? What's been going on,
Oh
boys?
man, not a lot.
I don't
You
know if
know.
I trust you guys. What's been going on?
Dude, a lot of shit in the world, but with my life, just work. Lots and lots of work. Yeah. Going to Renfest next weekend.
Hey,
so
that's fun.
Is it already
super-
Renfest time?
Yeah. This past weekend was the first, or was like the opening weekend.
I feel like you were just there in your cosplay like a week ago.
No, it was like a year ago, but yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I'm
Is
gonna
it-
go. So this year, I'm wearing the Mandalorian helmet with my Crusader armor.
Oh,
so.
cool. I think my girlfriend might be up there around the same time. So
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like, wow.
Where are you gonna be?
I gotta work, but I'm trying to get off, so I
Dude.
might or might not show up and say
I'll be-
what up.
I'll be camping Friday and Saturday night. So
Word. Okay. Cool.
yeah, hit
So
me
if
up.
you're going as the Mandalorian, you should go as Grogu.
Just paint yourself green, get some elf ears.
Somehow get way shorter. Like,
But as like what did you say yours was? Mandalorian mixed with what?
It's Templar. Well, it's my original like Templar armor, but I'm just
Alright.
throwing a Mandalorian
Yeah,
helmet.
Templar
that-
Grogu, dude.
hear me out. Okay?
Okay.
What if I rigged up some sort of like futuristic stroller thing? You know, like in
That
the
is
movie?
electric?
Yeah, but like it just hides my body. It's not electric. My feet are powering it. You know what I mean?
No, dude, it's like a Segway down there.
It's basically like, you know, those like
Just make, like,
inflatable
yeah.
costumes that's like the fucking alien holding your body. Like
Except
it's
it's-
that,
Except
except
Grogu's little floating egg thing.
except I'm Grogu in the egg.
Yeah, but it should definitely be electric. Like it should be one of those one wheel things that way it looks like it's actually rolling around. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Or-
you're just
Yeah.
standing on it. Like,
or even
that would
better.
be sick. I'd have to get one. Oh, I'm sorry.
Even better, you could do like you're Grogu and then have a big inflatable Mandalorian behind you, like a Din Djarin,
but that's you.
and
You're
like
the
carrying you.
No,
You're the
that's why I-
Mandalorian.
No, because if I'm walking around with you all day, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
you're protecting
true.
him.
Yeah.
All
True.
right, and then
Yeah.
I'll be the Bill Burr in that one episode.
And that one. Yeah.
I'll just shave my head.
But I'm thinking about 3D printing some little like Grogu heads or something, just something neat to hand out to folks. I don't know.
Oh, that's dope.
Like, we don't want your religion.
Bro, if I was at Renfest, right, and some like dude came up in a legit Mandalorian costume and just handed me a tiny Grogu head, I would never forget that moment. You know what I
This
mean?
is the way.
Like,
Now, see, it's not full Mandalorian. It's just my regular Renfest shit with a Mandalorian helmet.
yeah, but
on.
it's like
I think I've
movie
shown you.
quality. I've definitely seen the
Well,
helmet.
yeah.
It's
Oh, and
fantastic.
y'all have seen me in the armor because like last Halloween,
Yeah.
I think I wore.
No, I see the whole vision. You
fucking,
know.
yeah.
I would just annoy the shit out of people. I would just constantly be like, "This is the way." Like no matter what. Like I would never say anything
As
else.
a joke, I say like, "This is the way," but I point to the cross, like saying like,
Yeah,
Jesus.
this is the way. They're like, "Oh, it's that guy." Again. Someone's like trying to drink at the the
Have you been
campsite.
saved by the Lord and Savior?
They're like, "This is not the way." As they're like drinking and partying, like
Yeah, except
heathens.
I'm right there with them.
yeah.
Yeah, a little blasphemous, the amount of alcohol consumed in that armor, but it is what it is. I'm a Templar after after they got real big and whatnot and just started partying a bunch.
Yeah. I'm sure they did that.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Everybody was drinking wine back then.
That's what the Crusades were like, right?
Well, dude, at one point the Templars were actually like the most
chill
wealthy
people ever.
No, they were the most wealthy and formidable force in the land, like more than any kingdom. Like,
really?
Yeah, it was crazy. The whole history
I believe
of that
it.
shit is crazy.
I believe it.
Yeah, but the Crusades was fun. Huh? No, but anyways,
they were not.
Yeah. So what you been doing, Brett?
Let's see. I hit the casino up.
Oh yeah. How'd that go?
I lost a little money.
I lost all of my money.
But we had a good time. You know what I mean? We drove out there. We got the free hotel. We chilled out there. And then I played a lot of video games. I worked a lot. I feel like I did something else, but I can't remember.
No. Yeah, I mean, the casino alone is more than like I feel like we've done. So
Yeah.
good on you.
Yeah, a lot more eventful than me.
Yeah, I mean, it was as far as casino trips go, it was pretty uneventful. Like, we had a good time though.
What casino did you go to?
I did get hella drunk though. I found out the trick to like getting mad drunk at the casino.
Just gamble
just
for a
drank?
long time?
First of all, you got to go to Coshada Casino Resort in Louisiana, right? And then while you're gambling, you can just literally order a drink from the slot machine, right? Which you'd think, okay, you're going to order a drink from the slot machine. It's going to take forever to get there. No. It takes about 2 minutes, and your margarita arrives at the slot machine, and then you drink it. And then you can either order another margarita from the slot machine or, like, there's a 20-minute window between margaritas, and I'm slamming them in, like, 10 minutes, right? So, there's the, obviously that's the blockade. That's how they're trying to keep people from going crazy. But, there's always the loophole. What you got to do is you got to go to the actual bar and, like, sit down, and there's, like, a blackjack game you can play for, like, $1 a hand or whatever. As long as you're playing the blackjack game, the guy will give you drinks. So when you're in between $20 windows, 20-minute windows, I'm sorry.
You just switch over to that.
You just go to the little bar at the blackjack thing, and you play the blackjack game very slowly and drink hella, margaritas. And if you play the blackjack game correctly, you're probably not going to win all the time, but it's only $1 a hand, so you can, like, play it for a really long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just drinking free drinks. You can get really fucked up. Free-ish,
Dude,
If you're already going to be there gambling.
The LaBerge is pretty quick on the drinks. I
love
gambled
that.
till 4 a.m, and I had a waitress. She just kept bringing me back whiskey cokes like on the regular almost, and I was there till 4 a.m. just
See,
drinking.
that's fucking badass. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I love a good drink service at a casino because I've had some that just don't, especially in Vegas. They're really busy and like,
there's a million people in there.
But it's like, I don't know. It's just nice whenever they're just real attentive like that. You know what I mean? I guess I went on a weekday. It was like probably a really good day to go.
Can you imagine being the only person on the floor, like in the casino?
I can because it's happened on a cruise before. Like
cruise casinos are different, though. I feel like I was on the cruise with you. I think I know which one you're. The one that we went on, right?
Was there a moment where we were just the only people in the casino?
It was pretty dead.
Because, like, I don't know. I feel like that's probably the closest I've ever been into like being in a casino by myself. You know what I mean?
Like it's a cool casino, but it's like it feels different than like it feels like a casino, but it feels
I was gonna
different.
say, I feel like they're pretty legit. You know? They're like a little smaller.
Yeah,
obviously,
a little smaller.
But you're smashing it all into a boat.
Yeah, I think that's you're on a ship, so like I don't know.
But I would still say most cruise ships have a pretty high quality casino.
Oh yeah,
like they dedicate most of the floor on that ship
to the casino.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't think I'd be gambling if I was on a cruise.
Yes, you would.
Oh, dude.
If there was a casino,
I might stop in there, but that's not where I'm going to spend a lot of time.
Nah, you gotta bust in there, dude. It's so much fun.
Well, isn't there like a bunch of other activities to do?
Yeah,
on a
there's
cruise
tons
ship?
of activities. But
let's be real though. There's not a ton of other activities
Look,
on
all
a
right,
cruise.
you're also talking to a guy who's never been on a cruise.
Like
so.
on a Carnival cruise, there's really not that much else going on. Like there's other places you can go sit and drink. Like unless you want to go and watch like the person playing acoustic guitar down in the middle like of the main side. Like I don't know what else you're
there's
doing.
live music, there's karaoke, there's multiple.
There's like
shows
trivia.
a day, there's trivia.
Yeah, but did we watch any of the shows?
I went to like some comedy shows and stuff.
Did we? Wait, not on the one that we were on. Did you?
Yeah, me and Matt, I think, went to one.
Yeah, it was you and Matt. That's what it was. Yeah, me and Aaron just kind of like floated between different bars and like just got drunk.
Yeah, see, that's
Dude,
what I'd do. I'd be
you
bar
gotta go to
hopping.
the shows too, though. Like, okay, on my like cruise I went on, the last Royal Caribbean cruise I went on.
Now, okay, that's nice. Royal Caribbean's
It's
a
not
nice
that much
cruise.
different, honestly. The food, I would actually say, is better on Carnival. There's like pros and cons to both, and I will say Royal Caribbean has slightly better shows, but Carnival has just as many shows, and they're like, you just gotta actually like look and see when they're at, and like go
Yeah,
to
when
them
it's
and
happening.
stuff. The best shows on Carnival are the comedy shows. You know, like they have good like comedians coming,
Really?
but. Royal Caribbean does have some dope shows. They had like a juggling guy on the Royal Caribbean, and it sounds stupid, but he was killing it, bro.
Yeah.
He was like shooting ping pong balls out of his mouth and like juggling chainsaws, and it was wild. And then they had an ice skating show. By the way, there's an ice rink on the fucking.
That's what I was saying. Royal Caribbean's like
There's a fucking
way a
ice
step
rink
ahead
on
of.
a cruise ship.
It's only like $100 more for a room
Yeah.
on this ship. You know what I'm saying?
But even
Like,
then, it's like Carnival. Like don't get me wrong.
It's
Any
really
cruise
not.
is dope.
There's seriously pros and cons to both, and I think there's Carnival ships that have just as equally cool.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
There's like go karts on some of the new Carnival
Yeah.
ships and zip lines and shit.
Yeah, I've seen crazy shit on it.
Like-
Imagine you're just like going on the go kart and you just fly off the side.
That's what was scaring me about some of those water slides, man. I'm
Yeah.
like, what if the ship just like rocks in the perfect way while I'm fucking sliding down
There
the
goes
slide? You
Brent.
know,
Oh,
that's terrifying. You know.
Dude, I saw one really terrifying one of it was like a Carnival cruise, but they got hit by a storm like in the middle of it, and the fucking wind was blowing people across the deck and stuff, like literally like they couldn't get in.
Oh, I'm going inside and that shit.
They were trying to, but like it was just too. It came out of nowhere apparently, and like it was knocking the fucking like chairs and tables like off over the sides
Wow,
and
that's
stuff like that.
crazy.
I'm like, dude, no, I'd be inside like chilling. Fuck that.
That's not very
Dude.
common. I bet that was
No.
surprising for everybody. Like,
No, but people disappearing on cruise ships, very common.
is it?
Really?
Not super common, but it does happen. I
Me and Devin are like, what?
Yeah, well, like,
Dude, go-
we gotta hear more.
go look it up. Go look up like people disappearing on cruise ships. It's a thing that happens a lot. Like,
I mean, I can't say I'm surprised.
When I say a lot, I mean like more than you would expect.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like a thing, dude. And like they don't know if people just like commit suicide by like jumping off or something, or like
Fuck.
if they're getting like trafficked out or
They're
like
getting
what
murdered
Damn.
or murdered.
Throw somebody overboard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they jump.
You know, there's a brig. You know, so like you commit a crime.
I've always felt pretty safe on a cruise ship, but I guess I am like a fucking grown man.
You haven't
Yeah.
gone
know
on
what
a
I
cruise
mean?
with me, Brent.
Maybe I won't.
You're like on the cruise, like Devin's across the floor, just like staring at you.
Everywhere I go, I'm just like rolling dice, and like somebody walks past,
I'm like
and Devin's just like,
3 slots behind you.
He looks like a bunch of raccoons in a trench coat, like, just, like just staring.
But, yeah.
yeah.
So no cruises with Devin. But yeah, I haven't
What did
done
you do?
much.
Yeah, I was about to say we.
I've been reading more. Like I'm like I've been nerding out on like I don't. You weren't here last time, so you don't get to.
But the time before last, you talked about a book.
Yeah, The Way of Kings. Did I talk
Maybe.
about that book?
No.
So like
I don't remember the name.
I've been like check it out. I've been reading a fantasy book, bro. Like high fantasy.
I thought you weren't even into high. fantasy.
I wasn't.
He's changing
I've
his
changed my ways.
ways.
But the only reason I like it is because it's got like a really cool like magic system in it that's very
Okay, yes, you were talking about
reminiscent
this one.
about like
You know
reminiscent
what
to
else
anime.
has a cool magic system?
What's
in it?
that? Was it?
Baldur's Gate 3, dog. You need to get up in there, dog.
I thought you did play it.
I did play it. But he wants me to get like in
I
there.
want you to play it with me so I can explain all the little nitty gritty details to you. And I think once I break it down for you,
Yeah.
maybe you'll appreciate it more, and you'll be like, okay, this is the shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, get me in there, dude. Like, let's start a three.
Dude, yes.
I don't know how to say this without it sounding
three-way?
weird. A three-way campaign.
I don't know, dude. Sounds.
Let's start a three-way.
No, I've been
tonight.
thinking about wanting to try it.
I will play it with you.
It's just
Oh yeah,
like-
you don't own it yet, huh?
No, I don't own it.
I
Okay.
will
Yeah, I
run
have to buy
a
it.
whole campaign with you, dog.
Again,
Straight up.
It's just like when.
Whenever
Like
you
right
want.
now.
Literally
no,
anytime.
No, I just mean like me having time anymore.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
here
No,
lately.
that's real.
Like,
That's real. But
we should,
when you do
I
have
should be hitting
time,
a slow down here soon and not be getting home at like 7 every night.
I'm down. I mean,
yeah.
I've got the game.
I really want to play it, and then my brother Tate really wants to play it too.
Do you have like, are you just like super busy at the office all day, like, or do you
Yeah.
just have to?
No,
like,
I'm not in an office. I'm in a neighborhood.
Okay.
All around, going to houses and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
He's part of the neighborhood watch.
Just show up outside of houses.
In your trench coat.
Really busy. Bunch of raccoons going.
I'm actually a neighborhood's superhero. No,
That'd be tight, dude.
vigilante.
That would be
yeah,
sick.
vigilante.
Like vigilante. It's like one of these people killed my
They're like,
parents.
yeah, this guy.
It's like
is
no, they didn't. Yes, they did. Let him go. No, but anyways.
Yeah. So what have you guys been playing?
Oh yeah, let's get into the currently playing. So I've been back on the zone a lot lately.
On the zone. Oh, the Warzone.
The Warzone
Yeah.
because
I
there's
was
a
like,
new
what's
map
the
coming.
zone? I was like,
New map and
on the way?
incoming. Yeah, like in like a couple weeks. When does Modern Warfare 3 drop?
early November.
Yeah, it's like a couple.
so they're doing a
weeks now.
whole new map. for
Yeah.
Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 3.
brand new map.
And then there'll be some game changes and stuff.
Pretty
Lot-
big game changes, like
Yeah.
150 damage, base damage.
From
Instead,
like, what was it, 200?
it was 200,
Oh,
but that's
okay.
gonna be a big deal. That and then aim down sight while sliding,
Yeah, 80, like they're bringing movement back. Like it's gonna be a lot
slide
more fluid.
canceling.
The zombies looks pretty dope.
They're doing a whole zombie
It's
thing.
gonna be like DMZ but zombies.
Cool.
And the
See, that sounds
and
tight.
everybody. It's gonna be like 6 squad. Well, yeah, we can get. We'll probably talk about this a little later.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
why I'm playing
The
it.
little bit of gaming that I played was Warzone 2. Because but the thing that brought me back though was the freaking spawn skins, like the battle pass.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Is pretty dope.
Like they got Spawn up in there.
Yeah,
they got
they got-
Helsing
Are we
from the
talking
anime.
about like Spawn?
Spawn,
Spawn.
Like with
yeah.
the black face mask
and
the,
voiced, like all of his lines are voiced by what's his name, the famous voice actor who does Spawn.
I don't know who he is to be
Uh,
honest.
he
I'm not
does
a huge
bunch
Spawn
of,
guy.
He does a bunch of different like cartoon voices.
It's got the big clown guy from Spawn too. The creepy
Like he's the
clown guy.
president in Rick and Morty. He's the voice of the president in Rick and Morty. He's in a bunch of like just all kinds of cartoons and stuff.
Seems kind of random. They're doing some Spawn shit.
It's very old school, but that
Maybe they're about to do some sort of Spawn revival, and this is their first
No.
like way
I don't
of
think-
garnering interest.
Warzone's always doing like old school things. Like they did, like I said, they just brought in Helsing, like the anime Helsing from like the early 2000s.
Yeah, that is really random.
Like nobody watches Helsing anymore.
no,
Like I mean, I'm sure there
it
are.
wasn't even that popular whenever it was out. That's actually kind of like
But you can play as Helsing, which is cool. Like it looks crazy,
that's
but
pretty fucking cool.
yeah.
It's getting a little wild. Yeah, we're getting anime characters now. So it's only a matter of time.
Oh, and
before
Nicki
we-
Minaj. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
Nicki-
play as
Just a bunch of Nicki
And-
Minaj
Yes,
running
and
around.
21 Savage.
and 21 Savage.
Oh
of
my
all
God.
the rappers,
21.
of all the rappers
I
to
need
put
to
in,
get 21 Savage
Yeah,
again
dude.
in that fucking game.
It's
Like,
just-
I don't even play it. I just have to get the 21 Savage.
Yeah, it's like now you have a squad of Spawn, 21 Savage, Nicki Minaj, and Helsing, like just all running through together. It's the
Yes.
weirdest fucking like
yeah,
party.
It's
It's
what
getting a
we're-
little Fortnite-y,
That's what the
but
fuck I'm talking about over here.
Yeah, and it's like all realistic looking as compared to Fortnite, so it's just really weird, like just having this like realistic looking Nicki Minaj, like
I've had her. Yeah, I've had that skin as a teammate like multiple times. And
Yeah.
it just and she like Nicki Minaj did voice lines for it too.
What, really?
So you revive her and she's like, "Oh, thanks, boo!" Like, and she like, I swear to God.
Oh my God!
I swear to God, dude.
I love that.
I died when I first heard it. Like I revived her, and she did one of her voice lines, and I just like was fucking rolling.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's
I
cool.
gotta give it to
At
the
least it
people
wasn't.
at Activision. This
At
is-
least it wasn't Cardi B. So Nicki,
could be. That would be fucking amazing, dude.
Nah.
Can we get some more rappers? We just need to turn this into Def Jam. Fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they had Snoop Dogg already. They got
Really?
a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snoop has been in Modern Warfare 1 and 2.
So you're telling me we could have Snoop Dogg and fucking Nicki on a team
and 21.
and 21.
Yeah.
Are
It'd be
there
ha-
any other rappers available?
There needs to be because 21. Why? Like,
I love
don't-
21 Savage.
Don't hate on
I
21
do not
Savage.
like 21 Savage.
21.
How much money you got?
How much?
A lot. That's like the one song I always think of. Like it's just how had nobody done that before until 21 Savage. Like how much money you got? A lot. Like he just like
And he
said.
repeats that for the entire song.
Yeah, but it just sounds so good.
Brilliant.
It's
dude.
brilliant. Like it's so simple yet. Like why has nobody done that yet? Like I
don't know.
maybe somebody wrote it for him. I don't know, but it's still good.
Let's look at Drake's most recent album. And then let's look at Drake's album collaborating with 21 Savage.
Yes.
You know what I mean? One of them
21.
is a masterpiece.
Can you do something
what
for
I mean?
me?
One of them is garbage.
They're both garbage. Let's be real. But
Oh
like,
no.
dude, I
Oh
want
no.
give me like a Biggie Smalls
21.
operator skin. That'd be
that'd
fucking
be
That would
very
be
easy
sick.
to do.
That would be
Tupac.
sick.
Like
They can bring Tupac back. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody listens
that'd be
to
cool.
Tupac.
That'd be cool
I'm
as
just
fuck.
kidding. I love Tupac, but yeah, I think they need Jay-Z. That'd be really easy to make it obvious.
We need to reach out to the country crowd. We should get
You gotta
Shania
bring
Twain.
Queen Bee.
Oh, dude, Shania Twain.
What?
That
She
would
like
be
kicks
dope.
in doors. Like every time she kicks in a door, it's like every time like you slide through a door.
Let's go, girl. When the match starts.
Oh,
fucking-
fuck
Or
yeah.
a Johnny Cash skin.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, dude. That would be sick.
Yeah, see, they've already crossed the threshold now. They just need to go wild with
Yeah,
it.
just go crazy.
Yep.
yeah, I'm
Go,
surprised.
go dumb, go stupid.
The first one to do like a One Piece collab, like Fortnite or them, is gonna gain like a shit ton of people just
Think?
because
Oh,
their fans are so hardcore. Like even it, like
Dude,
Did
Fortnite's
Fortnite
gonna get
already
that.
do that?
I don't know.
Probably. I mean, they've already done fucking Jujutsu Kaisen.
I know
at
they
this
did
point.
Naruto already too. Like
Yeah, they've
I
done
don't-
Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen. Jesus Christ. Several other. Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
fucking-
they love their anime crossovers
Yeah.
on Fortnite.
Fortnite X One Piece crossover is here, although it's not quite what fans expected. Far from living up to the lofty bars set by more recent Fortnite collabs, this One Piece celebration is barely a footnote. There are no skins, no event pass, nothing really to bring One Piece alive in Fortnite. It's just, I guess it's like some random thing.
The fuck?
You don't
But-
even get to like eat some gum fruit or something. Like
No, it says,
that'd be dope.
yeah, it doesn't do anything. It says the new Fortnite collab has been announced. Getting a big new set of Fortnite. Oh wait, no, it doesn't even tell what the fuck is it. Oh, creative maps or something. The bulk of the crossover is a Unreal effin' map. Straw Hats versus Pirates, a map themed around the pirate world of One Piece. That is it. Essentially, it's a creative map taking after. Yeah, so it's just a creative map.
Okay, yeah, we need some Luffy skins. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it'd be a sick Call of Duty crossover. Star Wars. See some freaking like stormtroopers skins and shit.
I guess I'm done with Star Wars, dude. Not like, they've ruined it for me.
Damn, dog.
I mean, yeah, the new shit.
And you know that's what it would be. It'd be like Rey and fucking Kylo Ren. Like I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
I want to say I'm done with Star Wars. I'm done with Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I'm not done with Star Wars video games. I'll still fuck
No.
up a Star Wars video
Yeah.
game. Any video game with lightsabers and shit.
Yeah, that's
fucking count
dope as
me
shit.
in.
But I'm just talking about story wise, like and like the
what are they
characters that they
taking?
would bring into as like a
Yeah.
collab.
Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like Ahsoka,
Yeah.
Rey, and yeah.
Ugh.
No, we'd get stormtroopers. You can't do Star Wars anything without bringing in stormtroopers and shit.
I'm hyped about that Quantic Dream Star Wars game that's supposed to come out. Not like anytime soon.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Eclipse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit gonna be tight.
That is gonna be tight. But y'all let us know what you've been playing. I've
Yeah,
been
what have you been playing?
Yeah.
I've been playing that new Assassin's Creed game.
Mirage. Nicki
How-
Mirage,
how-
dude.
Nicki Mirage. It's pretty good. It feels like a straight up throwback to like the old Assassin's Creed games, just like they said. Like it feels like a spiritual successor to like Assassin's Creed like 3 or something. You know what I mean?
I heard it doesn't feel as good as those games though. Like the combat and stuff. I've heard it's like it feels a little bit less like impactful or something. Like I don't know. I didn't play
That's
those.
not true.
It's not.
It feels exactly the same.
Okay.
Dude. Honestly, the combat in those games, if you go back and play it for real, it wasn't that impactful. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that changed with, like, Origins. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion. This is all just my opinion, mind you. But I feel like all the way up through Unity, like, the sword fighting and stuff was very, like, one-dimensional and very, like...
Just time the parry.
It was also very, like, soft feeling. Like, when you hit somebody, it wasn't like... You don't feel like you're just thrashing their ass, It just kind of, like, felt like you got a hit off on them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like the stealth mechanics feel about the same as it's always felt,
Yeah.
And to be honest, it hasn't really changed that much. Like in the more recent games, like you didn't have to use a stealth approach to do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
like
the
the
mechanics
Greek-
were always still there.
What
what I mean?
was the Spartan one? The Greek or
The
Spartan?
Odyssey or whatever?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did not have to run stealth.
You didn't at all. But in this game, I mean, it's definitely encouraged unless you're just a total badass, you know what I mean? But, like, the game is actually probably easier to play if you play it stealthily, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Instead
meant
of
to be
just,
stealthy.
But there are ways to cheese it. Like, the old cheese comes back hard. Like, when I was playing Assassin's Creed 2 and 3, my move was always to just throw a fucking smoke bomb on the ground, and then in the smoke bomb chaos, I would just assassinate everybody in the crowd. You can get off like 4 or 5 assassinations if you throw a smoke bomb down. Like the smoke bomb is intended to like confuse everybody and then you run off,
Yeah.
But you can kill so many people so fast if you just throw a smoke bomb down that I just like try to kill as many of the big people as I can while the smoke bomb's down, and then I can get rid of the little enemies. So like I have a technique for like dealing with big crowds if I want to, but it's totally corny and cheesy, and I try not to do it unless I'm like cornered, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last resort.
Well, the problem is like if you know you can do it, then it's like you're like, why am I wasting my time doing the other thing? The
challenge myself.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a fun game, and like the way you unlock stuff and the exploration and stuff, like it's not like totally abandoning all of the open world elements of the other game. It's just more like. It's more condensed, like highly condensed. You
more
know what
focused.
I mean? Yeah, which I've always said we needed to do in the RPG ones. You know what I mean? Like, I think the next RPG game that comes out, like, and I do think they should put another RPG game out. This isn't the direction that the future.
I don't think it is.
Like, I don't think every Assassin's Creed game that comes out from now on should be like a old school feeling Assassin's Creed. Like, and I do appreciate that they're doing this for the fans, and I hope they do another one at some point. But, like, I really hope we're still getting Valhallas and shit at some point, too, because that shit is, like, some of the best fucking games that have come out in the past, like, 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, I think Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla are all, like, excellent, excellent games. And you just don't get a lot of Witcher 3 style fucking games other than The Witcher 3.
That's what I was about to say.
what
They're
I
kind of
mean?
like Witcher-likes.
Yeah. And I just feel like there's not enough people with the resources to make games like that other than Ubisoft, So I hope that, like, the general public encourages them to continue to make the RPG ones as well, you know what I mean? But, that being said, I am having a lot of fun with this game. I just miss some of the, like, deeper aspects of the other game, too. But there's a lot...
Customization and stuff.
Well, there's still customization. It's just a lot lighter, you know what I mean? Like, the game itself was a little cheaper, like, but you can still upgrade your clothes and upgrade your weapons and find new weapons around the world, and like there's merchants to barter with, and like you can sell your trinkets and stuff you find. You can pickpocket people on the streets, which is a fun little like mini game they've added. Basically, there's and there's all kinds of like little things to do, but it's just a smaller game in general. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's beautiful too. Like the actual game looks really good. Like you got the Baghdad streets with the sandy dunes and the oases out in the desert, and it's just pretty, you know what I mean? So that's one thing that hasn't changed from the other ones. It's definitely just as prettier than like Valhalla, which was already a beautiful game, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's very good, but I wouldn't say it's gonna like win any awards or anything. You know what I mean? It just feels like another like Assassin's Creed like Brotherhood or Unity
Yeah.
or something. You know what I mean?
Just another installment.
Yeah, but in a good way. Like, you know what I mean? A happy addition to the franchise. You know what I mean? I don't
gotcha.
feel ripped off at all for my money. Like, there's a lot going on there. Like, the game is set up where instead of like, you know, missions or whatever, you have investigations, and there's like this big investigation board. So as you learn about things, faces will pop up, and then there will be little quest bubbles attached to their face, and you do the investigations, and then you like either kill the person in the middle of the bubble or like, you know, make them happy or whatever, and they'll get checked off in some fashion, and like their little bubble will be like solved. And like you're just going around doing like solving cases and doing investigations, so it's kind of got like a weird detective-y element to everything. I don't know, it's interesting for sure. I definitely recommend it.
Nice.
Especially if you've played Valhalla. Like, you probably won't fully enjoy the character of Basim if you haven't played Valhalla. So I highly recommend just playing Valhalla first, because I think it's a better game anyway. But this is a nice, like, this almost feels like a really long, dope DLC for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Like a one-off.
Like, if Assassin's Creed Valhalla is Spider-Man, fucking this game is Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
like the Spider-Man game was like 30 hours to play through it. It was deep systems and like leveling up and stuff. Miles Morales was like 6 hours to play through it, and it
Yeah.
was like fucking like $50 buy the game.
Damn. Dang.
But I don't know. The new Spider-Man game is supposed to be coming out pretty soon. Speaking of
Yeah.
which I'm fucking hyped about.
Looks so good.
Spidey 2. Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'll give you a full review when I'm done with it for sure, because I'm still pretty early on.
Nice. Is that it? That's
That's it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to also mention before we got into games, I did watch Dune again for the second time.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, the first time I tried to watch it, like I just couldn't get into it.
I enjoyed
But-
it the first time I watched it.
I don't think I don't know. I had to like sit down and like just really focus on what was happening.
Yeah.
It was very like easy to get lost on like who everybody is and what is even
What the hell is
happening.
going on? Yeah.
Yeah, but after reading the books I've been reading, I feel like it gave me a more appreciation for it, because it is kind of like a fantasy world. Like they have like, instead of like high princes, it's kind of like, it's like, oh yeah, we're just kind of like nobles or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I didn't understand that, like just as somebody who's not into that type of stuff.
Yeah, they have
And
like a
this-
hierarchy system throughout their galaxy. Or some
Yeah,
shit.
like
Yeah.
they're basically like houses, you know, like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
House Targaryen and like stuff like that, but
It's like medieval, but in space.
But in
and-
space, yeah. It took me because like whenever I first watched it, I'm like, what the fuck? Who are these people? If he's not like the most important
All
person,
these crazy names, and then Paul.
Yeah,
right?
and then Paul,
right? His name or something
yeah.
like that.
And I don't know what made me want to go back and try it again, but I did, and then like I was like, oh shit, this is just like, oh, I get it now. This is like a through thing with fantasy and like medieval shit. Like everything has this. like it took me this long to figure that out.
And the first one is doing like a lot of setting up and
A
whatnot.
lot is
Yeah.
setting up, but it leaves off like that's the thing. Like right at the end, it's 2 hours. It's almost 3 hour long movie.
Yep.
But right at the end, that's right when everything is about to get good.
Yep.
And they're just like,
Yeah, the second one's due to come out not too far from now.
I hope so, because now
Or-
I
or
want to
it might
watch
got
it.
delayed with the strikes. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but watch it. You'll like Dude.
I've heard the cinematography is spectacular.
It's fucking
it's
insane.
a beautiful movie.
It looks like like AI generated all of it. like some of the ships, like you're like, how's that even practical?
So, yeah,
Like,
the second one's due to come out in March.
oh really?
Yep.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah,
Cool.
I'm actually excited for that. But
Yeah, I enjoy it. I thought it was like I like when we get like super far off futuristic views of like civilization at that point and stuff, and it gets all into really weird shit. Like the guy that did he have powers, or he's like floating on the ceiling or some shit?
That's what I'm saying, dude. There's there's power systems
Yeah.
that I didn't realize. Now that I'm watching, I'm
Yeah,
like,
and
oh, it's not technology.
and then
There's
that
some kind
weird
of
guy
power.
controls that army that is like the most feared army throughout their galaxy or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
he's fucking terrifying. Like the
hamburger,
psychopathic
hamburger,
dude.
cheeseburger, hamburger. They're
Yeah,
like doing that
that
like hum like.
Those guys, and then like Paul, even like how he has the voice or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, use the voice, Paul, and then he's just like, you will not touch her, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? Like, dude, it's pretty tight. And like she's like, no, you're doing it wrong. You got to hit like a specific pitch and like all this stuff. Like the first time I watched it, I'm like, what is even fucking happening? Like I don't get this, but like, if you want something really interesting to watch, but like you have to pay attention to, watch Dune. It's on or Max or whatever.
I'll definitely check it out next time I'm like
Just in that
bored
mood.
and alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did either of y'all watch The Boys?
Yeah.
No, I didn't finish it, honestly.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished.
Oh,
The
there's
Boys.
a spin-off series right now.
I know. I'm not gonna watch
my
it.
sister says
But,
it's fantastic. I haven't
it's not
watched
bad.
it.
Are you talking about The Boys or Gen V?
Gen V.
Gen V, yeah.
That's not bad.
I know, but I don't like spin-off shit. Spin-off shit bothers
No,
me.
and
Really?
that's the approach that I came at it with, and I was pleasantly surprised.
I
I'm
just
not saying it's not boys tier. No, not at all. But
There's got to be at
It's
least
still-
one spin-off that
No.
you like.
it's still enjoyable though. I mean, if you're a fan of The Boys, it's enjoyable.
I don't think I've ever given a spin-off a chance. Like, what's a spin-off that you can think of besides Gen V?
I'm having a hard time thinking.
Yeah,
of
Yeah,
one.
there's not
Now
many.
you put us on the spot. No.
Yeah, there's really not that many spin-offs. Like, like if they did a whole show, here's the one spin-off I would watch. If they did a whole show about Patrick Star instead of SpongeBob, I'd be in that shit, dude. But that's about it. That's like, I can't think
Very
of
specific spin-off.
Man, I'm really trying to think of a good spin-off show.
Yeah, like I didn't like. I love Breaking
I'm thinking
Bad.
of lots of spin-offs, but I'm not thinking of good spin-offs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, fuck the Breaking Bad spin-off.
Apparently,
El
it's
Camino,
better. No, not that. That's a movie.
That shit was trash.
No,
bro.
the spin-off is the one about.
Fuck Better Call Saul, too.
Apparently, that's
no,
better.
No, it's not better.
I've heard it's
Breaking
better.
Bad is one of the best television shows of all time.
I agree.
Better Call Saul is alright.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't get into
It's
it.
alright. It's not a bad show. And I will say this. It is a good spinoff. If we're trying to think of good spinoff shows, Better Call Saul is a good spinoff. But it's not like Breaking Bad quality. I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's like... I mean, come on, dude. It's like widely recognized as one of the best shows ever. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Speaking of The Boys, I love Invincible, but
Yeah, we're
I
about to
couldn't
get-
watch the little spin-off about like the other chick. Like,
I didn't
No,
even,
you need. That's actually. It's not like a
I didn't
spin-off.
even
It was
know
just
there
her
was a
origin.
spin-off.
Like,
yeah, I
how-
don't know.
I think it's going to be important for the next season, though.
Is it?
Yes.
Damn it! I hate
Yeah.
when they do
No,
that
it's-
shit.
Yeah, I think because like we didn't really know much about her or how she came to be, but that whole it's just one episode. It's not even like a spin-off series. It was just an installment between the seasons. Yeah, no, I would recommend watching that. But Gen V's not bad. Like if you like
Yeah.
The Boys, like give it a shot.
I may give it a shot. We'll see it. We'll see
anyways.
how.
All right.
anyways.
Here's a good spinoff.
Okay.
Isn't Dragon Ball Z technically a spinoff of Dragon
It's a
Ball?
sequel.
No, yeah, it's like a sequel series.
It picks up like later on, like because it's literally
What
Dragon Ball.
quantifies a spinoff?
A spin-off is like you follow a different character or
Or
like a
group.
different group of
Okay.
characters.
So if it's further in the future,
That's not a spin-off.
it's
That's
not
just
a
a sequel.
spinoff. It's just so the
Just
new season of
continuation.
Dexter wouldn't be a spinoff. It would just be
No.
way further in the
Yeah.
future, later Dexter. Okay.
So like the boys, they've already got you involved in all these characters,
Like the
and then they're
setting
like, here's
and-
here's a spin-off about completely different characters you've never heard of. Like they weren't even in the original show. Or they might have been in the original, so they might be Saul from Breaking Bad, but like it's a character that it's like, why do I need a whole show about Saul Goodman? You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
that's a spinoff,
Okay.
and they try to sell you on this one character, like all right, like or this
Alright,
one
no,
group.
that's real.
It's like no, but we already know the main characters.
Would CSI Miami be considered a spinoff?
Yes, that's a spinoff because
Alright.
what's the original one?
CSI.
Yeah,
All right, so every CSI spinoff kind of went hard.
yeah. Well, it's kind of like SVU. SVU. It's like a spinoff
Yeah.
of the other one.
The Law and Order.
That's the one. Okay, hold on. SVU is the best spinoff of all time. Because,
I think we can all agree.
yeah,
on that, yeah.
because the original CSI or what? Not CSI. The original Law and Order.
Yeah.
They tell you who the bad guy is right at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you do this? Like that's why. Like they were like, what if we did one where we didn't just spoil the whole fucking show every time? And they're like, hey, that's kind of a good idea. And then it
I can
became
still hear that tone in my head.
Bong bong, bong bong. Great show. Anyways,
Yeah.
so let's
News.
Yeah, just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of these articles as our own. We're simply bringing them all to one place for you, like the good boys we are. So
I didn't find a whole lot this week. I found an okay amount.
yeah, there's like some stuff. There's lots of allegations and arrests and stuff happening.
Yeah, there's some dirt.
Yeah.
Some dirt.
Some dirt.
Who
Do we want
wants
to start off with the dirt?
Yeah, start off with the dirt.
Yeah.
Tell them how.
Hold on. Where's it at?
Yeah, do that real quick. I'll be right back. I can hear you.
That's terrifying.
No, you can't.
I'll jump right back.
So, starting off with the dirt from this week, former Ubisoft execs reportedly arrested after year-long sexual harassment investigation.
Sheesh.
5 in total.
5 of them?
5 in total.
Arrested?
5 former Ubisoft executives were reportedly arrested following a year-long sexual assault and harassment investigation
Good
within
Lord.
the company, as reported by
Must
the
be
French.
pretty serious harassment they're doing down there
For
if
a
they're getting
year-long-
arrested. You
Well,
know
in
what
a
I mean?
year-long investigation, too.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. It's not just a simple like slap of the ass or something. I mean, that's not simple. That's horrifying. You know what I'm saying? Don't slap asses at work. But
Keep
I'm
your
just
hands
saying,
to
like,
yourself.
like this is some prison time shit going on. It must be really horrible what
Well, let's
happened.
see.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, let's see if it goes into the charges. So, as reported by French publication Liberation, translated by so-and-so, former chief creative officer Serge Hassel.
it's a hassle.
Hasco. I might have actually pronounced that right. These are French names. No, it's H-A-S.
Wait. Is this the guy who did the harassing? Wait, back this up. I'm sorry.
So, former chief creative officer Serge Hascoe and former VP of additional and creative services Tommy, these names, Francois, both of whom left Ubisoft in summer 2020 following a wave of sexual misconduct allegations, were among those placed in custody. The case
now
is
I'm
being
imagining them like harassing people with like a French accent. Sorry, just
Just
you
a
can
bunch of
continue,
Pepe
man.
Le Pews.
Yeah, a bunch of Pepe Le Pews. Yeah.
No, that's probably exactly how it went. I mean, this happened at
Wee
the
wee. They're
No,
just
these
like,
are guys
please
from
leave
the
me
French
alone.
studio. So yeah, the case is being handled by the public prosecutor's office in the Paris district of Dude,
One of those French places.
After simultaneous complaints were made by Solidaire's Informatique Union and 2 victims of their own behalf, judicial police then collected testimonies from around 50 current and former employees. The plaintiff's lawyer, Maud Beckers, told Liberation the investigation, quote, reveals systematic sexual violence. Sexual
violence.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's
what does
I'm
that
saying.
mean?
That's what I'm saying. This is more like this is a serious thing going on, and like to the point where we're not getting details out of respect for like the victims. I think you know what I mean. Like,
Probably, sexual violence, not just sexual misconduct.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And the fact that 5 people are getting arrested, like this is running deep. You know, whatever's going on over there is some dark, fucked up shit. You know.
Yeah. So I skimmed through it, and there's nothing else that's really said about it except
This
there's
is
arrests have
Ubisoft.
been
We're
made.
talking about a multi-billion-dollar corporation that just dropped a fucking one of the hottest games right now. Like,
Well, I mean, remember we were covering all this while it was happening.
so
no,
they-
for sure. I mean, it's just wild to think like that this is going on at one of the biggest companies, and they're still out there doing their thing. You know what I mean? Not the people.
Not the actual people.
Yeah,
Yeah, they all got
Not
let
anymore.
go.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just wild. Like,
Yeah, because they all got fired like right as all the allegations came out.
Yeah.
Or
it's like an
part of it.
Enron level scandal if you really think about it. You know what I mean? Maybe not quite that big, but like it's freaking. That's a big implications here.
Yeah.
They got
Well-
like 5 Bobby Koticks going at it at one time.
Or
you know what I'm
possibly
saying?
worse.
Or
Yeah,
possibly
I think a lot worse probably.
Probably runs way deeper.
But I still want to know like what exactly was happening because like I
I
don't
do
know
too,
what
but-
France's laws on like what what counts as sexual violence or like anything in the workplace. Like I bet you.
Was it like open court records? Is there a way we could get like a transcript of the documents? You know.
I mean, this article was just talking about the arrests made and then their association.
Because I'm very curious
about
over
the year.
Because like a year of testimonies and stuff, there's probably some wild allegations being made. You know.
Yeah, into moral and sexual harassment. I'm trying to see if somebody says like what the actual allegations are.
Yeah, I couldn't see it in this article.
It says, according to the paper, in 2021, French police received complaints from the Solidaires Informatique Union, a French union that serves digital consulting and video game workers, and 2 individuals. After more than a year, let me see what the actual complaint was. Like they're not saying. It says numerous current and former employees came forward sharing stories of sexual abuse and harassment they suffered at the company. Amidst the personal stories, employees also alleged that Ubisoft knew about and in some cases protected the men accused of misconduct because of their high-profile status within the company or personal connection with Yves Guillemot, who's still the head of the Ubisoft. So a 2020 internal Ubisoft survey revealed that 25% of employees experienced workplace misconduct. A letter from the company published shortly after the allegations apologized. It was ongoing, like to the point to where like the head of the place. So here we go. Because I feel like I remember the old article said what was happening. Oh, including... okay, here we go. Among others, as perpetrators of grossly over-the-line behavior, including one instance during which Belland allegedly put his hands around a female employee's neck. In Bloomberg's story today, current and former staffers... That would
count as sexual violence.
Yeah. And former staffers say that employees have made repeat claims to HR for years.
And that's just one thing, like there's probably way more. That's probably the very, very tip of the iceberg, I'm sure,
Yeah, apparently with sexual harassment, misconduct, and endemic problems of sexism and racism across they're just like hitting all they're like,
Jesus
they just have like a notebook.
Sexism and racism, like
did we get that last one on there? Did somebody check off the sexism part? No, but
oh, by the way, fuck the black people.
Welcome to Ubisoft. No, but interesting things. But
don't the French like despise Americans? Like, in general.
Well, at least
I think we kind of despise them because aren't they?
Fair. Yeah, I do not care for the French.
I like French people.
They're frail and weak. No, I'm just kidding.
Sure, I'm sure most French people
when I think
are
of
chill,
French, I think of a white flag. No,
I mean, the thing is like whenever it comes to the French, it's just other white people, So it's like we, it's like white people in America hating on other white people in like France because what was some World War? Wasn't it World War II?
No, well, see, there was the revolution. The French helped us out big time, and then when the French came around to have their revolution, the U.S. was nowhere to be found. So that's where that all kind of started. And then there's also some shit from World War II.
Look, guys, think of the French fries. Think of the French toast.
You mean freedom fries?
And World
Think
War
of the
I.
Statue of Liberty, guys. Okay.
No. Did they give us the statue?
Yes.
Yes, they did give us a statue.
Why though? What was the point? Just to be like, yo, good job.
Because we're all homies. Okay. I think we all forgot.
After Ubisoft, dude, we're no longer homies. No, I'm just kidding.
Look, we can't just
I'm just
judge
kidding.
France off of the French Bobby Kotick's down there.
No, if we're gonna talk bad about anybody, I mean the British. Come on, like. No.
Whoa!
Yeah, let's get real.
Jason.
Whoa!
Yeah, Jason's over there eating fish and chips every day.
And peas.
And dude. All right, we got to talk about that.
Gravy.
Jason, if you hear this, if I ever see another picture of your food and there's just a big pile of peas on it, we're going to have a problem. It's like
British people just be eating beans and peas, man. That's like a thing.
Oh,
It's like I saw a picture. It was like fries with pea, like
Yeah, it was like
creamed peas and gravy or some shit.
Yeah,
Like,
not even creamed, just straight up peas, just
Yeah.
like peas in a little circle.
Like, how are you going to invade all these countries throughout the world and your fucking food's going to be like that? Like,
Jason, we got to bring you
They're
over
probably
here,
gonna
brother.
live a lot longer than us. Okay.
no. Have
Not
you seen
eating
their,
fish and chips, bro. It's just fried fish on, with some French
I'm sure
fries.
They don't just eat fish and chips. They also eat peas.
That's literally all they eat. I don't think British people eat
They
anything
eat
but
toast
fish and
and
chips.
beans.
British people aren't allowed to enjoy
blood
life.
sausage.
Like,
Dude, blood sausage is
spotted dick.
what is that?
That's a British
It's
meal.
a British thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spotted dick.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what it is.
It's got to be spotted dick. Like I think they just like it's
No,
like
I think it's like sheep or something. Honestly,
just a spotted dick, dude. It's just like
some kind of tripe or something.
oh, okay. Are you
like
looking
a
it
dick.
up? What's a spotted dick?
It's like they call it a pudding, but it's really like a fucking bread.
Oh, I was wrong.
call-
I was totally wrong.
It's like a dessert.
Wait, so it's a dessert?
So yeah,
Oh my
Could
god!
you tell us what's in the dessert? What is?
I'm so culturally ignorant.
fucking dried fruit. Yeah.
That must be the spots.
What's the dick part?
Yeah, what's the dick?
It's the bread. I guess the dick is the bread.
Is it in the shape
It's
of
not
a
bread.
dick?
They call it pudding. It's like legit, like looks like bread.
I'm
but they
getting
call it-
more furious the more you talk about.
All right.
We
we're
call
good.
bread pudding now. Hold on, no, but yeah, this is why we broke away. But anyways, they're like, I'm not eating another spotted dick in this place,
So
guys.
spotted dick is just bread pudding.
Yes.
Yeah, with dried fruit in it.
Okay, I've had bread pudding. We used to do at the 1836. They used to have like fried bread pudding. Like they'd take
So,
the
yeah,
bread
it's-
pudding and deep fry
Is
it.
bread pudding good?
Yeah, it's
I don't
fun.
know.
It's like a
Is it-
cinnamon roll kind of.
I don't know if this
Oh,
is
really?
the same
Yeah.
thing. This is steamed.
I always thought it was like a wet thing.
It's like gooey on the middle, but
Oh,
like
okay.
it's
like to
s-
make it, you literally get a bunch of bread and you like put like cinnamon and nutmeg and all these like flavors
Spices.
and stuff, and then you like mush it up, and then you fucking bake it.
That sounds good, actually.
I don't know, Jamel. He's sounding real British over here.
He's like
I just pull off a mask.
Hello,
Jason the whole
governor.
time.
It's just me, but my teeth are fucked.
You're like over here trying to make us like chill out. Then you just fucking come in with
Look,
that
no,
fucking
I wasn't-
uppercut, dude.
I wasn't gonna go there.
I'm just
Oi,
playing.
governor.
I love British people. Honestly, I would live in England if I could.
Honestly, I think
I'm
I
not even
like
joking.
I like
Like, I
the
really would.
rivalry like that we have going on with just like
The UK.
the UK. It's just us, but
So-
like a little bit different.
They're
So we're
like
just,
Okay,
fancier.
I
dude.
gotta-
They're fancier than us.
I gotta
There's
tell
nothing
you-
we can do about that.
I gotta tell a story. Since we're on this like shitting on UK and stuff.
No, we're not shitting. We can't
No,
just
no, no.
be shitting
I'm
on
not-
the.
this
We're
is
not
not-
shitting
no.
on the UK.
Look, this
I'm
is,
definitely
we're having
shitting
a
on
joke.
the. No,
You know,
we're having it. What is
we're
it?
having a
having a
joke.
fun.
We're having a laugh.
You
But
having
no.
a laugh?
So a couple months ago, I was out at the Waterway with some friends, right, and drinking, and two friends of a friend like stopped by the table, and they're like, "Oh, hey, like, fucking, can we chill with y'all and drink?" Well, one of them was this British kid, right, and so he wasn't really talking to anybody. He was kind of like really new, didn't really know anybody, and he was fresh from the UK, very thick accent. And I was like, hey man, I was like, that's badass. You're from the UK. I was like, my ancestry is like 45% English. And he's like, is your fucking mum British? Is your dad British? And I was like, no, like he's like, then you're not fucking British. And I was like, all right. I was like, you know what? No, I'm not fucking British. I'm the most American motherfucker in this bar. I was like, my ancestors
I would have just been like, all right, Thomas Shelby, let's go, bitch. Just like, take him
No.
outside.
So I'm already
Start
like,
throwing down.
I'm already working on bourbon, mind you, American drink, and so I started fucking talking shit. I was like, my fucking ancestors been here since the 1700s. So then
You
I
have
caught
to bend this guy like Beckham, bro.
no, so we kind of chill out, and then
We kind of chill out.
no, like everybody's hanging out, having a good time, but then later I tied one on a little too strong and ended up blacking out. Well, apparently my American side came out again, and when I asked one of the friends that I was hanging out with. I was like, "Hey," I was like, "What kind of happened last night?" I was like, I vaguely remember the Uber home, but she's like, well, she's like, you got really drunk, and then you started shit talking the British kid about the war,
Which one?
the Revolutionary War.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God.
And I was like,
You went
well,
full American.
I was like,
you
fuck it. I was like, I'm proud of it.
Did he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently, but yeah, I started talking shit about the Revolutionary War.
How do you even start talking shit about the Revolutionary?
Dude, I don't know. I don't.
Fucking Paul Revere, man.
Dude,
What's up?
I don't remember.
What's up?
Like,
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's
Remember that tea party down in Boston, baby? What's up?
If it went anything like that, I'm happy. If I ever see that kid again, he's probably going to try to fight me.
I
that's
find
okay.
it funny that you somehow got a British guy to want to fight you. I feel like they're kind of like affable.
British people are so
they're
nice
pretty chill.
usually.
No, I don't think he wanted
How'd
to
you
fight me.
find the one mean
No,
British
yeah.
guy?
No,
Like,
he was... Okay, in my defense...
You found Malfoy,
he
dude?
He was a shithead. In my defense, he was a shithead from the start. So, I mean, it was not unwarranted.
Just like
he
it's
just looks you up and down. He's like, Potter.
just with that disgust in his face. Yeah, that's like that'd be fun. That'd be my go-to insult if it was like a British guy was trying to fight me. I'd be like, "Chill out, Malfoy." Like, you know, like just say anything from Harry Potter, and I'm sure that they've never heard that before. Like from Americans, you know, I'm sure they all get that. Like just like immediate Harry Potter references. Like,
I feel like, yeah, that's got to be a pretty common one.
yeah.
And they probably shoot Harry Potter references among themselves. Is that racist of me to think that?
Dude,
What?
they're not a race. They're us. Like,
Their nationality. Is that nationalist of me to think that?
I guess maybe.
I don't know.
No,
I guess me shitting on him for... I guess that could be like, what, xenophobic is where you're like
no, guys.
overly proud of your country?
We're literally them. They're us.
No,
Like-
we're better than British.
That right there. Is
Yeah, no. That's,
yeah, that's probably nationalist.
that's probably why we're not
Nationalist,
better than
yeah.
British.
That's definitely nationalist.
nationalist. But like, just so Jason knows, literally everything I say, I'm just joking. Like,
Yeah.
I have no, like, nothing in me is
100%
like.
all jokes all
I am
the time.
45% English.
Ex-
So.
Is your mom
Is
British?
your mom British? Is your fucking dad British?
Fucking mugging me off.
Ain't it? No, but all right. Let's I guess I'll do one. Or did Brent go? Did you go?
I can
No.
go. Oh shit.
Yeah.
TellTale Games, the studio behind narrative adventure games such as the recently released The Expanse and the upcoming
Oh yeah, that one.
The Wolf Among Us 2, has reportedly laid off a large number of its staff. Jonah Huang, a former cinematic artist at TellTale, shared the news on X earlier today. Ugh. I hate saying X, not ugh, to everything else in the article. I just don't like.
I just say Twitter. I don't even say X. Like, I don't give a fuck. I know it's not Twitter anymore, but I just say Twitter.
Yeah, it
it's
feels
just
weird.
weird, you know.
Yep.
It's like saying the artist formerly known as Prince, you know? Writing that the studio quietly laid off most of the team in early September. According to Huang, the team working on Wolf Among Us 2 was already very small. Huang stated that those who were laid off signed an agreement not to cause any harm to TellTale's business, and that NDAs preventing them from discussing the current status of the upcoming games are currently in effect. So, you know, that's interesting because TellTale just reformed as a studio to make The Expanse. Like that was their first major project as coming back from the dead, basically.
Yeah,
You
they're
know
dead
what I
again
mean?
at this point. Like,
But they haven't even dropped their main thing.
Wolf
Like,
Among Us,
Yeah,
yeah.
like the Wolf Among Us 2 is the one that's supposed to be the moneymaker to bring them back. You know what I mean? Like, they haven't even done that yet.
Dude, how hard could it be to make a fucking visual novel, basically?
I mean, I'm
Like-
sure it's not, like, simple, but, like,
yeah, but it's been
God
like
dang,
4
you know?
fucking years since they came back.
That's
Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You think they have enough experience? Like,
make one game, please.
Maybe they came back and just didn't do
they
anything.
did
That's why they
make
got
one
laid
game.
off.
I mean, they made.
No, I mean like one,
Good
like
game.
actual game. Like, one
well,
that somebody
they picked a
cares
weird
about.
IP, like why the fuck would you pick The Expanse?
Like, who
Which
the
is-
fuck has seen
It's like
The
an
Expanse?
Amazon original show or some shit, and I'm sure it's a great show, you know, but like
Sure.
nobody's fucking watched The Expanse. Like, do that as like your second or third project back. You know what I mean?
Pick like a popular anime or something. Pick something that like nobody's fucked with. Or if you can't get the rights to that type of shit, I don't know, do Harry Potter or something. Do like pick something that people care about.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know. They just wasted everybody's time. You wasted everybody's time. You hear that, TellTale? Whoever you are. And obviously, it was like bought, like it was dead. And then like these two guys who probably have nothing, like no, business background or whatever, just came through. They're like, we could buy it and see what we could do with it. That's how I feel it went. So.
Well, they said The Wolf Among Us 2 is still coming out. So maybe if The Wolf Among Us 2 does well, they'll hire people back on.
Yeah,
Maybe they just got tired of playing or making games.
Yeah, I mean, Wolf Among Us is such a good game, like the first one, that I think, any sequel is going to have at least the people who, like, are cult followers going to buy
I'd be
it.
there.
It's going to sell enough copies to justify making it, It's one of the few games that can stand on its own legs just out of the anticipation of a sequel, you know what I mean? Like,
for sure. So a fresh report on the Lord of the Rings Gollum developer, Daedalic.
oh no, I bet they're laying off people over there.
Daedalic Entertainment, whatever, has made a number of disturbing allegations about the company, including reportedly enforcing uncompensated overtime, allegedly trying to pay staff below minimum wage, and a toxic work environment cultivated by an alleged abusive leadership. The Lord of the Rings Gollum is one of the biggest video game flops of 2020.
Game out.
I mean, I imagine, like, you're forcing people to work without pay. I can't imagine they're putting their best effort into the game,
Guess so.
They're probably like, well, if you want me to work for free? Fuck y'all. Here's Gollum, But yeah, so it did really bad. Now a 40-minute video from German publication Game 2 titled Why Gollum Had to Fail alleges significant failings at both Daedalic and publisher Nacon, having spoken with 32 people who worked on the game. Quote, there was an atmosphere of fear, end quote. Now, one anonymous source said, IGN has contacted both Daedalic and Nacon for comment, although it's worth noting denial statements were issued to Game 2 and shown in the video. Game 2 reveals the production budget for Gollum was around 15 million euros or $15.9 million. This was an incredibly low amount for a supposed AAA Lord of the Rings video game and factored into many of its failings. But the report also details a number of cuts made to the game and makeshift systems added ahead of launch, and alleges publisher Nacon used AI-tooled ChatGPT to write the apology statement issued after Gollum's.
Oh my god!
Imagine, dude, that's crazy. That right there alone, like using ChatGPT to write your apology statement for how bad the game is.
That's fucking
kind of smart.
Like proves
it's probably such a bad apology statement. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, it's been out for a while. That was like one of those things that like came at, yeah, it's like
you got it right here.
Yeah, here, I'll read it to you. Dear players,
This is from ChatGPT.
Yeah, from the Gollum studio.
Fuck
for whenever how bad the game was. Dear players, we would like to sincerely apologize for the underwhelming experience many of you had with the Lord of the Rings Gollum TM upon its release.
Well, when you read it like a robot.
I mean, who writes the Lord of the Rings Gollum TM into their apology statement rather than just putting like the Lord of the Rings game? We acknowledge and deeply regret that the game did not meet the expectations we set for ourselves or for our dedicated community. Please accept our sincere apologies for any disappointment this may have caused. Our goal as a studio and as a passionate The Lord of the Rings TM fans, we have has always
GPT's just playing a ukulele while it's saying all this.
always been to tell a compelling and immersive story-driven adventure. Crafting a story with Middle-earth as our playground has been the greatest honor and the biggest challenge we have faced so far. I mean, it sounds pretty good for a ChatGPT apology. There's a lot more, but I ain't gonna read the whole thing. But anyway, so they got a bunch of allegations. We'll see how many get arrested in like the next 3 years. So,
Sheesh.
what do we got, Devin?
So we got things. We got some things.
We got some things.
Yeah, we got some stuff and things.
news.
So since we were talking a whole lot about the upcoming Call of Duty stuff, go ahead and get into that a little bit.
Oi.
So Activision has confirmed the global release times for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 beta on PC and console.
Oh.
And it's going to be Modern Warfare 3's release date. Wait, what? Oh, it's set for November 10th. And the Activision has a beta planned for multiplayer portion of the game that will let fans get their hands on Sledgehammer's shooter from October 6th.
Damn. That's
Nice.
like already
So, yeah.
happened.
Early access PlayStation is October 6th. So yeah, by the time you're hearing this has already been live. The rest of it goes live for PC or for everything on October 12th.
Nice.
Open. Sorry. PC, Xbox pre-order, open for PlayStation, and then open to all players October 14th.
Oi.
So that'll be neat. I saw a little bit of gameplay on it. It looks the same, but there are some aspects that are a little different. I think the movement's going to be a lot faster.
Yeah, so these are the things that are coming with it. So the familiar gameplay mechanics and new twists. So ADS while sliding, a new tack stance, which I don't really know what that is. I'm gonna have to look into that. Slide canceling is back. 150 base health, classic red dot mini map, and more quality of life and perk updates. Are coming as well, and apparently they're gonna have supposedly there's gonna be one-shot snipers again, and
and that's for Warzone and stuff. And then the game itself, Modern Warfare 3, they're bringing back 12 of the old maps or 20.
Oh, I don't know. I
Some
don't pay
large
attention to
number of the old maps are gonna get getting remastered and shit.
That's
Nice.
cool.
So, and then you got the zombies, which will be like a DMZ style. It's gonna be a big map. With 6 squads, and then y'all all start on the outskirts of the map and have to work your way inward, and the hordes and the monsters get crazier and crazier the further into the center you get, and you can team up with other squads that you run into, or you can kill each other.
them.
Yeah,
That's
Cool.
cool. I
So,
like that. They should
that'll
have
be
done that
interesting.
in the first place.
yeah, I'm curious to see how that goes. And then they said there's going to be missions and stuff that'll basically take you through what would normally be Easter eggs for zombies and stuff. The end goal is to get to the center and kill the final boss or something. But then there's stuff to do on the way in. But it ain't going to be. Apparently, it ain't easy.
DMZ's not easy.
There was a bunch of streamers. The zombies though is
Yeah.
pretty damn hard. There was a bunch of streamers that played it over the weekend on some COD event, and they were talking about it was fucking hard. Whenever you got close to the center.
Nice.
So
I
it'll
like
be
that.
interesting. Yeah.
New
A
take
challenge-
on the waves.
Yeah, a
that sounds
challenge like
fun.
that. Yeah, and then moving through a map, and then having the threat of coming up on other players and stuff while you're trying to kill zombies, and trying to communicate with them, or just saying fuck it and killing them. I think it'll be really interesting if it's executed right. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Bro, did you see, sorry, it's kind of out of left field, but did you see IGN's review of the Quest 3?
They gave it a 9,
They
right?
gave it a 9.
Yeah.
It looks really dope, man. I kind of
Yeah, they said the pass through was really good.
it looks sweet, bro.
yeah.
It looks fucking sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
They said it's the best standalone so far.
for
headset.
sure.
Well, I mean, it's basically the Quest Pro, but
I saw
for
some
$500.
comparison videos, and the pass through looks a little better to me on the fucking
Quest 3.
on the Quest 3 than the Pro.
I mean, they're touting a really good pass through to where you can even read shit
Like on your phone and stuff.
or just out in the world, it's that crisp.
Yeah, that's cool.
I
like that.
I'm really excited to see the integration that happens with AR and whatnot with
the
that.
mixed reality stuff is going to be really cool. I
Yeah.
actually have some games that already use the grainy camera for mixed reality. I have.
Fuck that.
Well, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
the function is there, so
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
be immediately implemented as
Yeah.
soon as you boot up the new game, which is pretty cool because they're workout games, so you're moving around. You don't want to break something in a smaller room.
Mm-hmm.
You can still play your game and know exactly whether or not you're
Oh, that
about
would
to
be
punch a
cool.
wall. You know what I mean?
Well, and I saw one thing with this is you can can customize your AR space too. Like you can just have your goggles on in a room that you've like already like scanned.
That's part
in
of the
and
meta
stuff.
stuff. Yeah, the meta.
Yeah,
like,
and you'll have
verse.
like you can have
Oh
like
yeah,
a
I'm gonna be
screens and
doing
a-
that for sure.
I'm gonna check it out for
That's
sure,
sick.
but I'm not just gonna be chilling, walking through my home with my headset on all day.
Dude,
You
I
say
might,
that now.
I might be chilling with it on a little bit, honestly. Maybe
We're not gonna see Brent for like 3 weeks, and we're gonna go to his
Well,
house, and he's just gonna be
I mean, that'd be
laying
kind
there
of
with the
cool.
headset on, drooling. Like,
If you place like, say you put a TV screen on your wall there, and like it's always there. Like anytime you put on your
Yeah.
headset, you're like, well,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool, dude.
yeah,
I like
know,
that.
and then
Fucking sick.
it can be as big as your wall is.
The
like,
thing is,
yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't use my headset very much because I feel like I'm ignoring my girlfriend or something. But if I could just see her in the room, you know what I mean? It wouldn't make a difference. You know what I mean? Like,
She just like forgets what your face looks like because just wear that.
the tabletop gaming opportunities with that.
yeah,
like,
man,
oh,
you can do
dude.
all kinds of cool
Yeah,
stuff.
there's already some games
like
that
Demio and
yeah,
stuff.
Dino, yep.
Yeah,
That game is fun.
with pass through being really nice though. That could
But
be
after
cool.
playing that fucking Baldur's Gate game, it's hard to go back to games like Demio. It's
Yeah.
so underwhelming feeling like. Is it my turn?
No, it's
Yeah, it's Brent.
is it no because
We're
oh
gonna-
yeah
we're
we
going
are
this way.
yeah you're right.
We'll
All
change
right.
I
direction
don't know
like
math.
every other.
I'm just-
Check it out. PlayStation Plus Premium and Deluxe members can look forward to a new movie-themed perk as part of their membership.
Wow.
As part of Bravia Core app being rebranded to Sony Pictures Core, which will be a brand new app on PS5 and PS4, Sony has announced several changes to the program that has begun rolling out. PS5 and PS4 owners can download the Sony Pictures app from the Media tab, and from there, PS Plus Premium and Deluxe members will gain access to a curated catalog of up to 100 Sony Pictures movies that will be streamed on demand. This catalog will be ad-free and updated periodically and includes movies such as Looper, Kingsglaive, The Final Fantasy, 15, Elysium, and Resident Evil Damnation.
Had to look
So-
at all the
Oh, dude.
numeral
All those-
Roman numerals.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised they don't have the Spider-Man movies on there.
I'm sure they maybe will at some point.
'Cause that's Sony.
They got Looper.
Hey, Looper's a good
Shit,
movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a good one-off movie. The moment you watch it, you can't watch it again because you already know like the whole.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like watching The Sixth Sense again.
Yeah.
You know, which is crazy because
Because
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis in both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
You actually have to watch The Sixth Sense twice, like, because the second time you watch it, it's just to like
See
pick it
all the-
apart.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
The
yeah.
Sixth Sense is like better the second time you watch
Yeah,
it.
I guess the Looper is alone in that it's you can only watch it once, and it has Bruce Willis, but and it has what's his name? What's that dude's name? The main dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I forget his name.
And Looper, or
Yeah, Looper.
He's that guy that's in fucking everything.
he's got a lot.
but-
He's got like a. Like
he's
a
in the
three
Dark
par-
Knight Rises
Yeah, he's
as
got like
Robin.
a 3-part name.
Whatever.
Part name.
It is a 3-part. It's not Jake Gyllenhaal.
No.
It's
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, I told you it was like a
JGL.
Yeah,
But
that's him.
yeah, but it's him with like weird prosthetics to make him look like a young Bruce Willis, like, which is like really apparent. Like if you just pay
What?
attention, yeah, they like make his forehead a little bit bigger to look like Bruce Willis in that movie. It's really
I
obnoxious.
never fucking noticed that.
Yeah, but it's cool. Batman Arkham Trilogy for Nintendo Switch is delayed. Publisher Warner Bros. Games has announced. It was due out October 13th, but will now launch December 1st, 2023. That's a huge, delay there. But
Pretty lame.
they said more time is needed to bring players the best possible experience on Nintendo Switch. Warner Bros. Games said, "We apologize to fans who are excited to play this version of the trilogy. Thank you for your patience. We don't want it to look like Mortal Kombat 1. No, I'm just kidding. They didn't say that. But I'm sure that's what they were thinking.
Yep.
I mean, it's an old enough game where it should run fine on the Switch.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Like, what's it called? Arkham Knight has looked fucking amazing.
Don't
like
get me
ever
wrong.
since it dropped.
Arkham Knight is a beautiful game.
It's so pretty,
but
dude.
it still, like, came out last gen. You know what I mean? Like, I think you could scale it down a little, probably. Like,
Oh yeah, But it's crazy how much that game like graphically holds up to some of the new
It's
like
wild,
next gen shit.
The PC version of it is spectacular. Also, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What you got, Devin?
So a player has 100% surveyed all 1,000 planets in Starfield.
Dude, he had
Why
to have
they do that?
You'd have to be doing that from like the moment the game dropped till just like yesterday.
I
Yeah.
wonder if he found some crazy shit.
I mean, like
There has to be some crazy shit that he found.
There has to be.
I mean,
What did he say about it?
He's like, I'm done.
he
immediately killed
couldn't
himself.
speak. No.
I mean, like
I don't think
surveying,
there's
like
there's no statements in here directly from him.
yeah.
I saw one where they went through the fucking portal and they came out and like Sarah and everybody was just plants, like talking plants. Like
Wait, what?
Bullshit.
I don't know if it was a mod or if it was real.
It's got to be a
It's
mod.
got to be a mod. I don't think it changes. I don't think the reality changes.
I don't know, man. I saw one where they're all babies. I don't know if it's.
That's mods. There's got to be mods, dude. Hold on, look that
What?
up.
Yeah.
Google this. Yeah, I don't know if this is real. Like I said, I didn't like. I
What
wanted.
is it called? What going into the what?
Going into the
Nexus?
no,
No.
it's
Unity.
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 Yeah.
Unity.
What happens if you go through the Unity?
Is there
10
potential
times.
for crazy shit to happen when you go through? Because I don't know. I think it might just be random. You know, I think every
think so.
universe has the potential to maybe have some sort of randomized.
Okay,
element.
so there apparently are alternate universes.
The fuck? What? Wait, if they're all babies,
Hold
how do
on.
you talk to them?
Like I don't know. Like it's there's dialogue choice. I think you're a baby too. Like I don't know. Like
Just baby Starfield. It's like the Rugrats version of Starfield. But
I've
yeah,
not seen any. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna keep looking.
yeah. But there's a thing like so. Like imagine first getting to every planet that there is in the game, then going on to every single planet and 100%ing the surveys on every planet. Like you have to find every fucking resource, every plant and fauna,
resource and
and like scan it 100 times or
no,
what.
yeah, that's impressive.
That's stupid.
That's stupid, but it's you
Time
gotta
consuming.
respect the tenacity of this man. You know what I mean?
The amount of grass he has not touched since Starfield came out has got to be like record breaking. But anyways,
For real, you should have streamed that shit.
oh, I'm sure he did. I'm sure it's you, Brent.
Is it me?
Well, it's supposed to be Devin, but he's looking for that.
Oh, that's
so.
important.
No,
Okay.
that was my article. Talking about the 1,000 planets.
Oh, then it is you,
It's you,
Brent.
Brent.
Oh, okay. Here all right.
Either way.
There you go. All right, Red Dead Redemption re-release on PS5 has had a new frame rate option, or has added a new frame rate option. PS5 players who are playing the PS4 version through backwards compatibility can now play
Yeah.
the Western at 60 FPS. This applies to both the main game and the Undead Nightmare expansion. The 60 FPS option has not been added to the Xbox or Switch versions of Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption only had one frame rate option, 30 frames per second since launch, blah, 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 blah. Yeah,
Bippity-boppity-boop.
so, yeah, they're adding it to PS5. Surely Xbox is not far behind on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so it doesn't get as crazy as like baby versions of them and shit, but there's like wildly different just versions of them.
What do you
Like
mean? Like,
personality wise and like what they wear, what they look like.
are you
so
sure
they won't
there's
be
not some
plants?
sort of microscopic chance that article just doesn't know about? Like,
I mean, there's always that chance.
Wait, so they could be plants.
I mean, this is from PC Gamer, but it doesn't say.
how
any-
long ago was the article
Just
published?
put
'Cause-
could everybody
if it's
become
like a-
plants in Starfield? Just Google that. Can can Sarah become a plant in Starfield?
Yeah, because the image I saw was like him like having a conversation with Sarah. And it's like, oh my God, you're a plant. Wiggle your leaves if you can hear me, or something like that. Was like the dialogue choices or whatever.
Wiggle your leaves. Oh, you found it?
I found a Reddit post about it.
What'd they say?
It's not loading.
Yeah, we'll let him.
Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna look.
Okay,
into
sorry.
Speaking of 60 frames per second, when Redfall launched earlier this year, one of the most highly requested features was adding an option to play the Xbox Series X and S version at 60 frames per second, and that request has finally came. In the blog post.
We can play Redfall at 60 frames per second.
Yeah, dude, they added that. But check this out. They did an update, all right? Performance and stability.
They
It's
better
up there,
have
dude.
changed
Yeah.
the game.
So there is one where they're just plants.
Really?
Yeah, and you walk into the lodge and there's just a plant sitting there, and you look and there's just a name tag and it says Sarah Morgan on it.
That's actually pretty
But
fucking
and
funny.
there's an option to talk to the plant, but I
That's
don't know.
fucking
I don't know
awesome.
if there's any return dialogue.
How do you get the missions then?
It's purely I don't know, but it's to get that universe. It's purely chance, like
That's what I'm thinking. I think every time you go through the Unity, there's like a fucking like
randomizer.
a
or something,
randomizer,
yeah.
and I think there's some really, really,
Weird
Yeah, because
shit.
some people in this Reddit article are saying that they got it on like New Game 6.
Fuck.
Yeah.
No, I
and
ain't
then
doing
somebody else on New Game 2 got the plant one.
I might do New Game 3 because I've already collected all the shit. I might as well just go through the Unity and see if I get a fucking baby world or something. You know what I mean? Like,
that. That's pretty funny.
look up the baby thing. See if that's real.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking.
I'm
out
sorry.
To see
This
what
is just crazy to me because if that
I was really hoping there'd be something like that because you're going to a different universe. So
Yeah.
like, I wanted some Rick and Morty shit.
I
where
wish
you
they
go
wouldn't
to,
have
like,
made it such a randomized thing because it's like, how many times are you going to go through the fucking Unity before you
Yeah.
like stop playing? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I guess they also want the internet to be like, have a little bit of mystery behind the game still, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
love that shit. Yeah. That's,
Yeah, but they enabled performance mode on Xbox Series X and S on Redfall, improved PC performance and stability across a wide range of hardware configuration, addressed several edge case memory crashes, addressed graphical corruption issue with changing resolution in AMD GPUs, fixed an issue with resetting game settings to their default values while in window display. A bunch of random shit. They fixed user interface stuff, so weapons with silencers or silence muzzle attachments now reflect their silent state in tooltips. Silence weapons generate less noise and are less likely to alert nearby enemies. Vault and mantle indicators now display in the HUD. Mission briefing table now better delineates between main missions and optional missions. Bunch of random shit like that. And then whenever it comes to the actual game, says numerous improvements to default aim assist and dead zone tuning and more options for players to customize these settings. And then where was it? Combat players now can sneak up and take down unaware cultists and be bellwether enemies with staked weapons, increased open world enemy population and mission encounter balancing, added unique open world enemy encounters in Redfall Commons, added elements of light or reflective clothing to vampire and human NPCs to aid invisibility during the night, increased ammo pickups in areas, enemies now repositioned to avoid friendly fire, just a bunch of random shit. So they fixed a bunch of things, but in the environment, they fixed some things, but they need to basically just add like more interesting shit in the world.
At this point, like, what we need is like a DLC that adds an entirely different map and just completely changes the game. They need to cyberpunk it. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, but they need to fix that shit.
But it's way worse than way less salvageable than Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk had a good game hiding beneath all of it.
Yeah.
There's nothing there
Nothing
on
there.
Redfall.
It's just a big empty world.
And I really like Arcane Studios. Like, I love every game they've ever made except for Redfall. Like,
What you saying?
okay, so I finally found an article detailing the weird variants of the universes. So one of them is a constellation of you. You walk into the lodge,
this
and
is
it's
a bunch of you.
all versions of you.
That's awesome. Oh my god.
That's cool.
Yeah, Sarah Morgan the plant is the other one. Yeah,
That's fucking awesome.
fucking,
Is there a baby
there's
one?
another one where you meet yourself again. Not all 6 of you are you, but you just meet yourself. Koriko, Vengeful Starborn. What's his name's daughter becomes evil.
Oh, what?
guess.
That's dope.
Yeah. Oh, the grown daughter of Samco. Okay, so I guess she grows up.
Well,
and
she goes through the Unity with you at the end if you're Samco's homie. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't take anybody through the Unity with me.
They all went through with me. Like, we
Same.
all went together. Fucking me and
shit.
Barrett and Samco
I
and the
was like,
daughter.
Deuces. And then Oh, there's one where you can get an evil version of yourself. I'm not seeing any babies though.
That'd be
These
tight.
are all
There's
really
one
cool,
where
though.
Walter Stroud sells Constellation, and like you walk in there, it's just him and a bunch of Eclipse members.
Huh.
Yeah, like
That's dope.
Constellation's gone.
That's pretty interesting. I wonder how much that changes the actual
Okay, there's
game
a children's one.
There is a baby
Yeah.
one?
They're not
They're not
babies, they're just
babies. They're kids.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
should have one.
These are
now
these are
children.
great. What is there more? I want to hear them all. I'm sorry. This is good content.
Andrea has one where she takes over. Andrea has a great serpent takeover.
Oh, that's
shit,
tight
that's
because
tight.
yeah, there's
things
a lot
take a
of
sinister
talk about that.
turn in this universe as Andrea can be found in the lodge along with House Varun zealots.
Cool. Okay. I like that.
Just Vasco. Everyone's dead, but Vasco. It's just Vasco.
Oh, that's depressing.
And then just normal.
Yeah,
So that's all the variations that you can
they should have one where Todd Howard's in there. Like it's just
That would
super-
be amazing.
be like, hey, he's like,
People
or
have
like,
already modded him into it.
yeah. That's I'm surprised like they didn't do something with that where Todd Howard just shows up.
Yeah, but it's kind of disappointing. A lot of people in the Reddit were talking about like they're on New Game 6 and only got normal universes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty lame.
yeah.
They gotta up that.
But it still makes me think that's what makes me feel like it's probably so rare that even that article might not have all of the different crazy
Yeah.
universes.
Well, what you
know
can do
I
to
mean?
test
Like,
it?
Is there like going into the code or something? Like
No, just save before you go into the Unity.
Oh, and
Oh,
just do it
okay.
over and over again.
Yeah, just roll it.
Didn't even think about that.
Oh, that's a good
That's
idea.
what a lot of people are doing.
Save and re-roll. You're already at
I'm
the
at a
part where you
perfect
can walk
spot.
in.
Yeah, I was about to say I could just do that. I'm gonna do that.
Nice.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, just dip in and then go back to your old save.
Naughty Dog has reportedly suffered a round of layoffs, with the troubled The Last of Us multiplayer spinoff said to be on ice. The Sony-owned studio, which is home to some 400 staff, is laying off at least 25 developers, Kotaku said. Most of the people affected are quality assurance contractors who are seeing their contracts cut short. According to Kotaku, full-time staff have not been affected. Naughty Dog will reportedly not offer severance to laid-off staff, who Kotaku said are expected to work until the end of October. According to the site, Naughty Dog staff, quote, are being pressured to keep the news quiet, end quote. IGN has asked Sony for comment. But yeah, so apparently it's all because, the Last of Us multiplayer spinoff is, according to Kotaku, basically on ice, although is not, quote, completely canceled. This tallies with a May report from Bloomberg, which said the quality and long-term viability of the much-anticipated The Last of Us multiplayer game had come into question, and as a result, a small group remains on the project while the company reevaluates the direction. I mean, that was after the Destiny team came in and was like, nah, dude, this game sucks. Like, y'all can't put this out.
Damn.
So that was after Sony bought Bungie. And Bungie basically...
I don't think people are expecting too much from this game. Just make a fun multiplayer game. You know, just make some cool use the mechanics that you already have
For factions or whatever.
Yeah, and just do factions again.
I think like they just got too too big for the britches, where they were just like, yeah, we're Last of Us. We don't just put out factions. We put out the next best thing. And then Bungie came in there like, no, dude, this ain't gonna work. Like, y'all should just put out factions. Like, y'all should have just done some normal ass multiplayer shit. Like, I don't know why they thought they were gonna go Destiny level with it. Like, I don't even know how that would work. Like, I don't think they know how that would work. They were just like, they had big ambitions for it and then realized that they didn't need to.
Can't have a looter shooter in a post-apocalyptic, or at least
I
not
mean, you
like
could.
You could, but like not in the sense that people want.
Yeah, I think with Last of Us, people want that story. You know, it's like just...
I think people just want to play factions again.
Or that,
like,
yeah.
From the original Last of Us, the multiplayer was so
pretty
much
good.
fucking fun, dude. I sat there and played that so much, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think people literally just want that. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy. Like, just give us a couple cool maps, give us a fucking, bunch of cool guns and characters, and just let us go at it, man. That's all it is.
Yeah, I think it's hard for like things to be simple now in respect to
Everything's
the
gotta be
games industry. It's got to be like, yeah, like what what will stay forever and be online multiplayer like Fortnite.
10-year experience.
It's like, no, dude, just give us a fucking multiplayer like shooter. Like they should have just had it in the game.
It should have just been part of the original game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it should have just been there. Like that's it. I mean, and if not, we don't need it. Like just don't do it. But anyways,
I'm all out of news. Sorry, I'm still reading these alternate universes.
That's okay. All right, let's see. Back in August, BioWare laid off 50 employees that were reportedly working on Dragon Age Dreadwolf.
Uh-oh.
Now, 7 of those employees are suing the studio in Alberta, claiming that the severance pay that they received was too low. According to GamesIndustry.biz, the plaintiffs say that the cases of termination without cause in Alberta gave the affected employees at least 1 month of severance pay per year of service, plus a full value of all benefits included. The plaintiffs further claim that the severance that they received was significantly less than that. Plaintiffs reported that they have an average tenure of 14 years at BioWare. In a statement, the staff also alleged that BioWare would not negotiate the severance offered. One said that the NDAs surrounding the high-profile Dreadwolf project means that they can't show any recent work from the game in their portfolios, which makes them very concerned about the prospects about finding another job in the industry. The group's counsel, R. Alex Kennedy, further stated that BioWare may have included provisions in these agreements that are contrary to the Employment Standards Code. So far, BioWare has not publicly responded to these allegations. If the company does, we will IGN will let you know.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I honestly, I feel like if they only knew how it was in Texas, they could just fire you for nothing in Texas and without severance pay and all this shit. It's crazy to me, like, to hear all this stuff coming out of like wherever these game I guess studios.
Well, there's still unemployment though.
Yeah, there's unemployment, but there's not like
severance pay.
Yeah, and they can literally just walk in and be like, "Hey, get out." It's like, why? I don't know. Just want to fire you. Like, it's literally at will in Texas. Like, they could just fire anybody for anything here. And so, like, I've just always been used to that. So, like, whenever I hear these things where they're like, I got fired for no reason. Like, it's like, yeah, that shit happens. It sucks. This is how it is. But they can sue over there, for it. Here, you can't do that shit. Just like whatever.
All you can do is apply for unemployment.
Yeah.
If it's fired without cause, then you qualify for unemployment, which somehow the company has to pay.
Yeah, in some way. That's why they don't want to fire you for no reason.
That's
here.
That's the only thing.
That's how they should make it over there. It's like, it's like if you want to fire somebody for no reason, you're gonna end up having to pay until they get a new job.
Yep.
Yeah. Good old Texas. But Nintendo is expected to launch its next-gen console at some point in 2024, but that doesn't mean it will stop releasing games for the 6.5-year-old console anytime soon. Speaking to Japanese publication Nikkei, translated by VGC, Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa pledged support for the aging Switch with games through to the end of the 2025 financial year. That means Switch owners can expect new Nintendo games until at least the end of March 2025.
That's a huge commitment.
Yeah, that's a long-ass fucking time.
That is a long time to be supporting the Switch.
Yeah, and
that means that whatever the new Switch is probably going to be like a Switch 2 that's backwards compatible in a way that like the modern consoles transitioned into PS5 and Xbox. You know what I mean? Like
stuff you would expect. Yeah, it's like,
I do think we're going to see a very similar console to the Switch. I think we're going to have like a Steam Deck level performance of Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
honestly.
Just an upgraded version.
I think Nintendo's probably the only other like hardware manufacturer aside from Valve that has a storefront. I mean, and obviously PlayStation and Xbox, and you know what I mean. But like Valve has the Steam storefront, which is why they can get away with making like the Steam Deck as low cost as it is compared to like the ROG Ally or something. You know what I mean? Because they're making money off of their storefront by selling the Steam Decks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking Nintendo is another company that can afford to take a hit on the actual hardware side of things because they're going to make a fuck ton of money off of whatever games you buy from them. You know what I mean? So, like, they'll be the first people who can really put out a handheld that can compete with Steam Deck's power. Also, in the past year, we've had a lot of advancements in, like, fucking just
The
mobile
handheld
chip
tech?
technology. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, with the iPhone 15 and the Snapdragons and the...
the
there's
Quest,
so much
the
crazy...
Quest 3s.
Yeah, like, it's wild how much progress we've made in this past year as far as just, like, portable, small shit. You know what I mean? That's really powerful, you know?
Yep.
So, it'll be interesting to see what Nintendo does, especially if the rumors are true that they're pairing up with NVIDIA. Because it'll be NVIDIA's first, like, attempt at, like, competing with fucking Steam Deck directly as far as, like, a hardware handheld perspective. At least, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's like Moore's Law.
Yeah.
Like, how everything's getting smaller and more compact but stronger at the same time.
Yeah.
Transistors are doubling. I was checking myself on it.
So, next week, Xbox plans to own Activision Blizzard by next week.
Ooh, I bet we'll get some surprise drops on Game Pass when the deal goes through. You know what I'm saying?
Modern Warfare 3, come on.
That's not
I
gonna
want
happen.
that Diablo 4. You know what I'm saying?
Well, speaking of which, so Activision Blizzard on X or on Twitter basically said, as we continue to work toward regulatory approval of the Microsoft deal, we've been getting some questions whether our upcoming and recently launched games will be available via Game Pass, says their statement or their tweet or their, what do you call it if it's not a Twitter
I don't know.
anymore?
I was thinking about that the other day.
But their X statement, they said, while we do not have plans to put Modern Warfare 3 or Diablo 4 into Game Pass this year, once the deal closes, we expect to start working with Xbox to bring our titles to more players around the world, and we anticipate that we would begin adding games into Game Pass sometime in the course of next year. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be like early next year. They're gonna, or they're just going to drop that shit.
They're going to surprise
Yeah,
everybody, dude. That'll be Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
They're basically verifying that, yes, it's going to come to Game Pass. They just don't know when yet. But
I bet as soon as they have the rights to put it on Game Pass, because they are hurting for certain on Game Pass. I mean, Starfield is like throwing a bucket of water in the desert. You know what I'm saying? Like, as great as Starfield was, and I'm not saying,
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, it just needs a little. We need to bust out the
Need a
water
little
hose.
oomph.
You know what I mean? I think Activision deal is going to definitely be what they need. You know, you could turn on the faucet and just let a steady stream of fucking Activision games just fucking pour
Drop.
in. You know what I mean? You
Even
don't
if
have
it's
to,
older Call of Duty games, like with just dropping all of the old Call of Duty games, like including World at War.
bro,
all
that would
those
be
things.
stupid, bro. You know how much fun I would be having with all those fucking games, man.
Like have zombies.
I want to return back to Black Ops 2.
I'm gonna go in on some zombies, bro, if we get the zombies.
Yeah.
Especially if they do the fucking map packs, you know, like all the DLC and stuff. See, that would be really neat, you know?
Yeah, drop all that, all the old Diablos. Fucking, what else does Activision Blizzard own?
WoW.
Wow. Well, they're not gonna do that right off the bat, but
they are gonna probably find some way to make WoW Classic work.
of course.
You know what I mean? That's
But
my theory.
not immediately. I'm talking about things that like they could drop immediately. Like what are some other things that Activision Blizzard has?
Bro.
Do
Do they have the
StarCraft?
The old
StarCraft,
Tony Hawk's? That's Activision. No, it's never
no,
sold.
I think now the rights to
was
that are
published by Activision.
fucking that new place that made the newest Tony Hawk games, I think. Right?
I don't know.
That'd be sick if they threw all the old Tony Hawks on there.
That would be sick.
Activision Blizzard
I know Activision published, but
games.
I would play the fuck out of Tony Hawk 3 if it was put up on. I mean, I already been playing that sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 is owned by Activision Blizzard.
They still got the rights to it and stuff.
Yeah, I mean.
oh, that's the remaster though.
Oh, that's the 1+2. Yeah, that's the one that just came out.
Yeah,
the remaster.
No, I'm talking about the old ones.
No,
man.
that's what I'm saying is that they still own Tony Hawk.
Okay,
you know?
yeah.
So yeah, they
I
could.
definitely
Fuck yeah.
expect 1 and 2 to come for sure. Then if they own that, but
True crime, Streets of L.A. dude.
oh, bro, there's some classics we could throw up on there.
Guitar Hero Is not that they would need to bring that, but
that would be cool. But it's like you can't really put it on your like subscription service without expecting people to have like the controller. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Same with like Skylanders. I see that over
Yeah,
there. Like that
Skylanders.
you can put that on there without like all the peripherals that come with it. You know what I mean?
Prototype 1
Prototype
and 2.
was actually like a super underrated game.
Yeah,
dude.
Prototype
like,
was sick.
Those games are dope.
But they do, yeah. They have a lot of things that they could bring. Even this sounds dumb, but like Pitfall, like just random shit they could throw on the Game Pass just for funsies.
Dude, yeah.
In the meantime,
the Call of Duty games alone, like you can put those out like fucking 3 at a time and still have like enough to put out fucking games like for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Isn't it the Spyro games too? All the Spyro games are Activision Blizzard. I didn't even think about that. They could have the
like
Spyro
the
trilogy. Yeah.
We've been getting 20 years of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
This year is 20 years.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Fucking.
It's wild. There's a lot of games that have come out.
And
Think about where we started and where we're at now. You know, like Call of Duty, like the original Call of Duty, World War II.
What was the first one?
First one was Call of Duty, and then like Frontline, but like Frontline was like the console variation. So there's like Call of Duty, and then there was Call of Duty Frontline. I'm pretty sure I think that was the first two.
I think you're right.
But
Yeah.
I think they launched like side by side. It was like the only reason they did the other one was just to like make it a little more like able to play on consoles. I'm pretty sure.
Another one is Hearthstone. I didn't even think about that. Hearthstone is if they could bring that to Xbox, like on console Game Pass, because like it's only on PC and like mobile currently. That's another one that would do really big on console if they brought that. But anyways, yeah, lots of shit. But let's jump on over to this week's hot releases. We're out of game news, unless Brent's got something else, right?
I don't think so. Let me check just to make sure. No, just that Horizon Forbidden West is going to be on 2 discs, making it the first 2-disc game, because we thought Final Fantasy Rebirth was going to be the first 2-disc PS5 game, but Forbidden West Complete Collection is going to get it first. So
which makes sense, because it comes with like both games, right?
It comes with, no, I think it's just like Horizon Forbidden West plus the DLC, but the DLC is like 30 gigabytes or something on top of an already gigantic game, you know?
Nice. So yeah, this week's hot releases, the only one of note is Lords of the Fallen, which is coming to PS5, Series S and X, and PC.
I heard somebody talking about that the other day. What's the dealio with that?
Well, it's coming October 13th, and it's like Lords of the Fallen originally came out on the PS3 and Xbox 360, I think, and it was like one of the first ever like From Software, like it was like the first Souls-like game, you know, where it was trying to knock off From Software's games, like before everybody else was trying to do it, and apparently it wasn't that good. But apparently this one looks good. Like it looks very like beautiful and shit.
So it's a Souls-like.
It's a Souls-like, yeah.
Okay.
So, but it looks to me like almost exactly like Dark Souls.
No, all the screenshots I'm seeing just scream Dark Souls. Even the bosses and character design.
The world design, everything looks like Dark Souls. Like
Doesn't Forza come out at some point soon?
Forza came out
soon. Forza 8.
Forza comes out like tomorrow.
Yeah. But
like that's.
Oh, that looks sick. Yeah, I'm gonna get in on that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
Is that coming to Game Pass?
No, it's not coming to Game Pass because this is like a $70 AAA experience game.
I might not get in on that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna see how the reviews are on that.
Yeah, definitely. No, I think Forza Motorsport 8. When does that drop? That is. Sorry, I could have swore we mentioned it already. Yeah, on the
October
10th. Yeah. So what is today?
Today's
tomorrow,
9th, right?
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Wow, Jamel.
My bad. But we brought it up last week for some reason.
I don't know why, but
maybe it's because it came out early on Game Pass or something.
I wish. Otherwise, I'd be playing it if it was already out.
I can't wait.
Is it not?
My eyeballs are ready.
Yeah, my eyeballs are also ready.
I'm ready for the car PG, you know what I'm saying?
It's been getting good reviews.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't see how it could be bad.
I'm going to try it for sure.
Yeah.
Like the type of thing that scores on a review for a racing game, like I don't really know like how you could possibly make it not be good. Like
I'm gonna definitely try it out. I had more fun than I expected to have with Gran Turismo. So if this is even kind of as good, then I'm sure I'll enjoy it a little bit, at least enough to
Yeah, I watched like a little 17-minute gameplay thing, and it looked fucking beautiful and amazing.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
So the person playing sucked, but it was still like it was
Amazing.
IGN. So
It's me. I'm the person.
Yeah, it's like so it felt realistic to me.
I'm really bad at racing games, but I have fun playing them. It's
like
one of those
Project
things.
Gotham. Project Gotham Racing, I was so fucking bad at that, but I thought it was so cool.
I got
Yeah,
really
dude, that was
good at
classic.
I got really good at Horizon there for
Oh,
a
yeah,
second.
yeah.
Like I was solid. I was starting to get into like
I had
online
one
matches and
car
shit.
that I just was super good with.
Racing
I
everything
don't know
with.
what it was, but me and that car, like, it just did exactly what I wanted it to. Every other car in the game, I just drove it straight off a cliff. But that car specifically was my shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Did Project Gotham Racing turned into Forza? Like that's what.
Those are the same team?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that, but it makes sense because it was a super polished game for the time. It really pushed the original Xbox to its like fucking limits. You know what I mean?
For sure. Brent, take us to Chat GP trivia, dude.
Shit.
We need it. We need it in our lives.
I don't think I ever played Gotham Racing.
It was all Batman. No, I'm just kidding. That was
Batmobiles and shit.
no. It was really good. It was like Xbox's first like
Sorry, I gotta
we're
log
a
in.
car game. It was like their response to
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
And boy, did they respond.
Yeah, they're talking about they're
Get
trying to
it.
make the cars like super realistic, like driving wise and handling and all the like.
And the tracks,
And
like
all the
the
customized-
humidity and all that
Yeah.
shit. Like
So-
I'm interested to see how that even works.
Me too. Yeah, I want if it's like if they're aiming for realism, I want to see just how
Real it can get. Yeah.
So I'm definitely curious. I'm gonna have to download that. Get that downloaded started tonight.
They need to have like the initial D, like Japanese mount. Like the what's the mountain in Initial D that they like race down? Have you ever watched Initial D?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
What is that?
Okay. It's like the anime Initial D.
Oh no.
It's like he drives like
I've seen Tokyo Drift. Like what?
that too. Yeah, there's that. There's that. No, you should watch Initial D. I think you'd love
Fukushima.
Initial.
Wait, no. What's the mount? Yeah. Not Fukushima. What is the mountain called?
It might be Fukushima.
All right, here we go, guys.
Okay, what's this week's
The
chat?
theme this week is original Xbox themed
Fuji. Mount Fuji.
trivia
Goddamn.
games. Okay,
Wait, original what?
original Xbox.
Oh, easy.
All right.
Easy peasy.
Question number one.
Believe me.
What year was the original Xbox released?
2005.
No. I'm gonna go 01.
Devin's right.
It is 01.
It is
Damn.
01. Good
Wow.
guess. Good. Not even.
I
a
knew it
guess.
wasn't
You knew
that
it,
late.
2005 must be the 360 then, right? Or is it?
I don't
Well,
know.
yeah. 06 for the 360.
Wow.
Five
really?
or
six,
You're
yeah.
good.
Look it up.
I will.
Hold on,
after
here,
I'm sorry. I got the Chat GPT pulled up.
Yeah, you Google that. I know something came out in 2005 and 6.
05.
It was 05.
Wow.
I
holy
just
shit.
got them mixed
Your
up.
first instinct was right on that one. All right. Question number 2. Which company developed the hardware for the original Xbox?
Which company?
Yeah.
Microsoft.
What does that mean?
Yeah, you got it.
That's like the
Seems like a trick question, doesn't it?
I was like, wait a minute.
All right, question number 3. Devin's up 2. What was the original Xbox's internal code name during development?
the original Xbox.
Yes, the code name during development.
Oh.
Wasn't it? It was just called fucking. It was X something, but I think it was just like
What's the first letter?
Oh my gosh! It was just the X, right?
P.
No, wait. It was P.
Well,
Project X.
Pegasus.
You're close. Oh,
I don't know.
Jamel's closer. I'm gonna give
Oh,
him half
well,
a point.
It
It's-
was like Project something. Yeah.
It's Project Direct X.
I knew it was
Box.
X, but yeah, Direct. I was trying to remember what Microsoft's thing was, which was Direct X or whatever.
Yeah.
So like on PC.
That's probably
Direct
the hardest
Xbox,
question in
yeah.
the whole bunch right there. All right, question number 4. Which game is often considered the flagship title that launched with the original Xbox?
Halo.
Yes.
Combat Evolved.
All right, so it's almost tied. Devin's got 2 points.
I got
Jamel's got
1.5.
1.5. All right.
I don't even.
This is the tiebreaker.
I didn't know we were
here.
having to say them before the other person.
Yeah, wait,
so
hold
like,
on.
No,
All
yeah,
right.
it's officially a race for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
All right.
Because he got a head start on that shit with it. Because like Microsoft, like whenever he was like, who made the? I was like, what? Like I knew it was Microsoft.
Yeah,
I just
I was
didn't
like-
say because I was like, that's
Yeah,
a dumb.
You should have jumped on it.
I didn't
faster
know.
there.
I didn't know. Okay,
All
let's
right,
do
now's
it.
your chance. Hand on the buzzer.
Okay.
The final deal breaker question right here.
Okay.
Winner takes all. What was the maximum resolution supported by the original Xbox games?
720? No, 720.
I'm gonna
No,
say
it was less than that.
What
it
do
was
you?
4. It's 4 something.
We weren't even in resolutions back then. We didn't even talk
Yeah, we were.
about TV.
We did. We had HD TVs on the
All
original.
right, I'm gonna give Jamel another half a point for 4 something. It's
480p.
480p.
I knew it was 4.
I was
So
trying to
you're
think of the step
tied
down
at
from
2
720.
each. Good game, everybody.
Oh, we only did 5 this time. Okay.
Yeah, only 5.
Okay.
So we're gonna tie it up there with another half a point for Jamel.
Next time.
I'm gonna lose.
Next time on
That's like the
ChatGPT
only.
trivia.
That's like the only trivia I've done good on. Well, there was the space one, right?
You've
Was
done
it?
you've
Yeah,
done
you did
good.
good
You
on
don't give
some-
yourself enough credit.
No,
you do
most-
good
no,
sometimes.
most
I
times-
think we've mostly tied on everything.
I almost do. No, I almost do worse when we specifically get into game trivia.
You're always the
sadly
one
enough.
calling out ChatGPT's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like we've either like I think if we went back and like tallied like how many times I've got the most and you've got the most, we'd probably come out even.
No,
It'd be
no,
close.
no, for sure not. But no, I mean I wouldn't be that far behind. But
It'd be
no.
close.
Yeah, at least
Anyways,
we'd be neck to neck. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what that means actually. If you think about it, like what neck to neck is kind of a weird like saying. Like I wonder where that came from because it doesn't make sense to me. But anyway,
I think the saying is from like horse racing. Neck
Yeah.
and neck is whenever they're
Oh.
both going across the finish line at the same time. So you're like looking at whose neck is a little further.
that makes
like,
sense.
I
That makes
sense.
bet you're. I bet you're.
See,
exactly
Bryce should be
right.
doing
Yeah.
damn.
We
Okay.
do. We do got to give Brent a
One
like
of these
a break.
days, we gotta let
we
him-
Gotta, we gotta switch it up.
Yeah, we'll do the questioning next time. One of us. And then it'll
Why
be,
does that sound so seductive?
it is.
Jamel pulls out a whip.
Whoa. Okay.
Game Speak
No shit.
podcast being brought up on charges of sexual violence.
All 3 of us.
Against each other with whips. Like, yeah.
Sexual violence. Okay, that's
not funny, but
That's not funny. Not funny.
I can't breathe. But remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Monday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to join us and the rest of the GameSpeak community at dsc.gg/GameSpeak Podcast. Check out our other video content on YouTube, and if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle AlJafferJamel, Brent at Brent Has One, that's the number 1, and Devin at Devondrius. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram